So my Golf R is about to tick over to 40,000 miles. So let me just show you on the car. 39,996 miles. So I'm going to sort of go over sort of my 5-year, 40,000 mile ownership. Tell you what the car's been like, tell you how it's survived, you know, maybe debunk any sort of myths that if it's unreliable. So that would be cool. I'm actually on my way to hopefully, hopefully for a little bit of a partnership to produce more content for you guys. So fingers crossed that all works, and yeah, hopefully that all goes ahead. But I'm going to head there, have the meeting. Hopefully it all goes successfully, and yeah, you'll join me back, and I'll explain to you what the 40,000 miles has been like in my Golf R. So there we go, 40,010 miles. Hopefully you can just about see that. I'm at I'm at the place, but yeah, it looks like it's going to get pushed back. Hopefully, potentially when this video goes out, it would have already gone ahead. But so yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, I thought I'd give you just a quick summary. What's it been like 5 years with a Golf R, and you know, how is it like to live with, and you know, what problems have I had and what are the good sides that I've had. First of all, my car is a 6-speed manual car. It is completely stock with no options. I've had it serviced at VW every single year. It's had its Haldex service, which is what you have to have for the four-wheel drive system. You know, spark plugs, oil filter. But that's basically it. It's just a normal car. It's just a normal Golf in that regards. Fuel economy wise has been really good. If I take it easy, and particularly with the tall gear and the plenty of torque, I can get 40 mpg, which is pretty cool, to be fair, and I'm pretty happy with that. The car has been fantastic to drive. I mean, check out some like my first videos 5 years ago. I've just loved it from ownership. I actually picked this car up just over 1,000 miles, so it's 3 months old from VW back in 2017. I got it from a main VW dealer. And what problems have I had with this car? I had, after about 1.5 years, the coolant was quite low, and there is sort of like a known issue where just the coolant housing or whatever it is, the thermostat, is basically really weak and brittle, and yeah, it dies. And it can be about an £800 fix. Luckily for me, I just topped up the coolant and I've had no issues since, so it's been fine. I'm still on the original brake discs and pads because I'm quite easy on discs and pads, but those are 340mm at the front, so I suppose for as a serviceable item it's quite a lot. I'm on its second set of tyres. I've got Michelin PS4s. My first set lasted about 26,000 miles. I've done what, nearly 14,000 miles, and they've got loads of tread left in it. I think it helps that it's sort of like with the four-wheel drive, it means it's not as front biased with the wear, which is what I'll find. Well, I've got a Fiesta ST200 now, so the chances are the rears are never going to go and the fronts will. That's what I found before. So that's one thing, but it's an 18-inch wheel for mine, so actually tyre cost is not too bad. I've actually been able to get them for sort of like sub £100, sort of like £90 for the PS4s, so about £350–360 for the set, so that's not too bad. They're not that wide either. I think they're 225 section. They're not too bad. If you have a 19-inch wheel Pretoria Golf R, it's 235. You do pay more. It adds up. It's about an extra 30 quid a wheel, which obviously does add up when you've got 300 brake horsepower car. Servicing cost at VW, it's not been too bad. It's ranged anywhere between about £200 for sort of like a minor service, to anywhere to sort of like 350, 360 for sort of like a full-on do everything service. The really annoying thing that happens, and I think it's with all Golfs, the rear wiper squeaks all the time. I've had it replaced with like an official part. It just squeaks. Even when there's water on it. I think that's just a VW thing. Wear and tear, I mean, you can see for yourself. Seats are pretty good. I mean, I look after it, I'm not gonna lie. I do baby it, even though I drive it. It's been fine. The infotainment has been fine. I can't fault it. The only thing that I didn't do is you have to pay for Android Auto. You have to pay to unlock some of the features like the voice activation and everything. You can get them, like, I don't know, decoded and stuff, but I never bothered. The moment VW said they were going to charge me 250 quid, I just forgot about it and just used my phone for any sort of nav. Yeah, topping up fluids and stuff, not really. I've just done it at the servicing. I haven't done anything earlier. The only thing that I really had that went wrong was the battery went. That was done under warranty because it was a known issue that these batteries were quite weak. They're like these AGM stuff, so that got replaced under warranty. Otherwise that would have been a couple of hundred quid, probably 250, 300. So that got done. What else? I mean, it's been really, really good, really good. And the best thing about the car, depreciation. Barely depreciated anything. I know we're in a little bit of a weird times, but even take away these times, it really has not depreciated hardly at all. I'm really happy. I paid about just over £24,000 for the car 5 years ago, and if I really wanted to and really worked hard privately, I'd probably get over 20,000 for it now. Main dealer would probably list it for a little bit more. But so yeah, depreciation's been absolutely great. Bear in mind, I've done 40,000 miles in the car. Nothing's broken. The switch gear feels really, really good. And I noticed the quality of this Golf now that I've got a Fiesta ST200. You know, that car is a little bit less quality, even though it's super fun and I love it to bits. The gearbox has been fine, and actually that's a good point. That gearbox and the clutch, not up for the task. Simple as that. So basically, it's a 300 horsepower car. I haven't exactly ragged this car, as you can probably gather. I've owned it for 5 years. I've had a bit of fun every now and then. Yeah, the clutch started slipping at about 35,000 miles, which was a big shame. It was basically like in third and fourth, it would just, you put your foot down and it would go, and it just wouldn't go, which was a shame. So VW would want about £2,500 for a new clutch. I took it to a specialist in Milton Keynes and I paid about £960 for a genuine VW clutch. And what VW did is they, in 2018, once the manuals stopped getting made, they actually uprated the clutch. They had a revised version. So I'm hoping that this revised part is a little bit better. But I take it a little bit easier now, to be honest with you. I don't really push this car as hard ever since I got the clutch, because I'm quite worried, to be honest, that the clutch is going to go again. So that's one thing you have to work for. If you have a DSG, you've got no problems. You have to have a DSG oil service every couple of years, but that's it. There's really nothing else extra than a normal car, and that's why I love it. It's still a Golf. That's why I've got a Fiesta as well, because it's just a Fiesta and a Golf. You know, they're not meant to be the most expensive cars in the world to run. That's what I love about the whole 5 years. And to have a car which actually, you know, they're kind of, it's top of the game. Let's put it that way. Nothing in the Mark 7 is better than a Golf R. So they've really pushed the boat out. There's no sort of holding back. Same with the Fiesta ST200. In the Fiesta world, there was nothing they were holding back, which I liked. Other than potentially with the Fiesta, it was holding back from the Focus. And with the Golf R, they didn't want to step on the Audi RS3, which is obviously its cousin, being in the VW Audi Group world. So those are the things to think about. Good points. I mean, that is literally all the bad points. There's literally nothing else I can think of. Nothing's broken, nothing squeaks, nothing rattles. Everything works. It's brilliant. Aircon works. Haven't had a regas. Buttons to do things. Auto start, it's just brilliant. Auto park brake has always worked. I mean, everything's worked. I just love it. Absolutely love it to bits. It's a fantastic car. I mean, stay tuned to my channel and check out other videos, because you know how much I love this Golf R. Good points. It's just fun to drive. It's a chilled out ride when you want it to. You can get dynamic chassis control on these. Mine just has passive dampers, so you can't adjust the suspension. But you can change the mode, so you go like firmer steering, firmer throttle, or lighter throttle, lighter steering. Yeah, to have a little bit of fun. I mean, my car's saying, what, 390 miles left? And I mean, I've done about 50 miles already. It's crazy. I went to Edinburgh on one tank. Easily. It's a super car. I can only recommend it, and that's my 40,000 mile thoughts. It's never put a foot wrong. Plenty fun, plenty fast, economical, hasn't let me down. And I think if you can get one which particularly is like a one owner, you'll be fine. Like, genuinely, get one that's looked after. I would actually probably recommend finding a private sale or a really specialist independent. That's what I would do looking at one of these. Don't look for your 4 or 5 owners. It's just someone would have, given it a hard time. That's when these things go wrong. If you drag the hell out of this engine, of course things are going to break. Of course things are going to get loose. But hey, mine's still lasting, that VW quality, and I hope this little summary helps you out. Oh yeah, and just a bit of a proof. There you go, 39 miles per gallon. And I don't exactly drive slow, but the car's now on 40,026. Yeah, unfortunately, obviously, the meeting didn't go ahead, which was a bit of a shame. That joke, because people are very much into like the 999 thing. People love 39,999. So if it's 40,000 and like 4, that journey probably cost me about £1,000 in terms of what people think of. Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, I never want to sell the cars anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. The only thing I wanted to add, actually, just briefly, is if you're a non-car person, whether you're a car person or not, I'm a car enthusiast, I love my stuff. This still does all the normal stuff as normal Golf does. Like, its turning circle is ridiculous. The ergonomics, the visibility, it's fantastic. And I notice it when I drive the Fiesta ST200, because it's got a very short rack. Like, full lock, you can barely turn at all. It's got an awful turning circle. This is fantastic. So as a daily, it just works, it's great. Yeah, and final things to add, I am trying to do my best to give you as much more content as I can. I think you can give like thanks if you ever wanted to. Like for example, this journey, like I said, probably cost me about £1,000. So if you ever wanted to give me like literally £1, it would really does help to go towards the channel, because I don't, not that I ever intend to stop it, but obviously the more sort of support the channel gets, the more I can build and the more content I can kind of create for you guys. Yeah, you can literally just go give thanks, and I think if you give like 50p or £1 or whatever you can afford to give, if you then do a comment, it then goes to the top and it's more visible and I can reply, even though I do try my best to reply to everyone anyway. But yeah, just a thought out there. But yeah, 40,000 miles, 40,026 miles, Golf R, great, awesome. Let me know your comments if you have any further questions and I'll do my best to help you out. Cheers guys.